KCRA-3's David Bienick is live in Roseburg tonight with how that community is pulling together now to get through this tragedy. David?
Kelly, good evening. Tonight, survivors are talking about how the shooter asked them their religion and that those who said they were Christian were shot in the head, others were shot in the leg. Investigators say they have found a lengthy letter written by the shooter filled with what they called a philosophy of hate. But tonight, the big question, why, is still a mystery. With hugs, tears, and in some cases, visible injuries, students and staff members prepared to return to Umpqua Community College this afternoon for the first time since having to run for their lives during yesterday's shooting.
Today, I woke up pretty sad, and then I kind of just fell apart for a while.
And we heard this first boom.
Natalie Robbins says she was in the building where the shooting started and personally knows two of the victims, including Kim Dietz, a 59-year-old student who was known on campus for using a large walking stick.
Trying to get her life back together after being married with children for umpteen years. So that's kind of what we shared in common. We shared our experiences with each other.
Despite what students say is a close-knit campus community, few recognize the name or face of the suspected shooter, Chris Harper Mercer.
And I tried not to look, but I had to see what he looked like, but I don't know him at all. I don't want to know him.
I don't have any comment at this time.
At Harper Mercer's apartment today, investigators removed bags of evidence. One neighbor said he lived here with a woman who appeared to be his mother or grandmother and didn't appear to have a regular job or daily routine.
I mean, we don't spend a lot of time sitting around home watching the neighbors, you know, but as far as I know, no, I mean, I have no idea. But he didn't seem to be leaving on a regular time every day or anything like that.
You will not hear anyone from this law enforcement operation use his name.
Sheriff John Hanlon also declined today to discuss a possible motive for Harper Mercer, but investigators say they now know he had 6 guns on him and was wearing a flak jacket.
The jacket had steel plates along with 5 magazines. An additional amount of ammunition was also recovered at the apartment.
Now, among the people streaming into Roseburg tonight to try to help is Alex Garlatos, one of this summer's French train heroes. You'll remember he grew up in Carmichael in the Sacramento area, but for the past 6 years he's lived and studied here in Roseburg.
Roseburg's a really strong community. I mean, it takes a special kind of person to live here, I guess. It's kind of a tough place to make a living, and it's a really resilient community, and the people that are here for a reason, and I don't think this is definitely a setback, but it's not going to crush this community at all.
Scarlato said if not for that twist of fate that happened to him this summer, he was planning to return to Umpqua Community College this fall. In fact, he told us this morning that he would likely have been on campus yesterday when the shooting started. Live in Roseburg, David Bienick, KCRA-3 News.
And David, while we have you, I know you talked to so many people dealing with this tragedy. Have you learned anything more about some of the other victims?
Well, the victims range in age, as you said, from 18 to 67. Many of the victims appear to be not young people, as you would typically expect at a community college, but older students. In fact, the average age of the students here at Umpqua Community College is 38 years old. So these were people who had families in many cases, and in many cases were trying to restart their lives.
All right, David Bienick reporting from Roseburg, Oregon tonight. David, thanks.